like I said, that story right there, again relating to the Switch and GameStop, who we're about to bring up in just a second.
Yeah,
I made it sound like he was in the room. It's GameStop, everybody.
Hey,
But yes, people. Like I said, there's that company out there called GameStop, and they've gone through multiple names throughout their existence. I know sometimes you may have known them as this little pleasant company right here, Funkoland. These were all through. You shaking your head? Did you go to Funkoland? Oh, okay, okay, James. yeah, everybody's like that fucking place. So yeah, and for some reason, I tried to find the least one that looked like a child was going to be picked up in a van in front of it. They all look like that.
Yeah.
They all look like somebody is outside with candy in a van. Was like, I see you, little kid. I know what you're doing out there. Again, here's another one. Yep. They all look like that.
They all look like they're run by Herbert the pervert.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you come in and get some video games?
Look, he's even got Crash in the window for you. But yeah, so again, it's all they've all gone through a whole bunch of they've gone through multiple names, and of course we know there's that the last one, or one of the last ones they went through before they became what they are now, EB Games. Oh, yep, there you go, EB Games. Remember those in the mall? Yeah. Like everybody in this room was like
triggered.
Yeah, everybody's triggered again. Everybody's reaction over there. God damn it, I hate them. Yeah, but EB Games, Funkoland, however you knew them in the past, you now know them as GameStop. That big. I forgot this last picture from EB Games. I want to know if you just remember this.
Okay. What is this?
Okay. There was this commercial that they came out with. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are so wrong. There was this commercial they came out with during when Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was coming out, and this guy was in it, and he looks like one of those aliens from what was it, the Clone Wars, that had the planet where they're making the clones.
Oh man!
And they talk, and he talk is like, you really like this game. You're like, am I gonna be murdered right now? Like, what's happening here?
Did you find that commercial?
You know what? Because Gertz, just for you, Gertz.
We have no gameplay today. So.
Yeah, you're very right. Since we don't have gameplay, let's torture you. EB Games black guy. I'm typing it into YouTube. Look, type it into YouTube. Bam, first one. Let's see if this is right. Let's see if this works for us.
Let me guess. Whoa, hey guys, welcome to EB Games. Let me guess.
Call of Duty. Advanced Warfare. Xbox One.
Copy that.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for Xbox One.
That was a real commercial that ran?
That was a real commercial that ran. I remember watching, I want to say Adult Swim one night. It was like during a commercial break between Aqua Teen episodes. And I saw that. I was like, I curled up in the bed. I was like, no, he's coming for me.
That almost looks like a sketch from Tim and Eric.
No, yeah, this is the legit thing. That creepy motherfucker right there with his, yeah, I know what you want. Uh-huh.
We watching you.
Yeah, we watching you. So yeah, people give you some more nightmare fuel outside of Hi Stranger. Now you got the EB Games guy with his creepy stare and weird calming voice. But yes, that weird motherfucker. So people, we have EB Games turned into GameStop, and now they are what they are now. Now I think literally everybody, even the chat, I'm looking at the chat. Y'all are wrong, man. Y'all are so wrong. Hold on, let me get y'all back up here. Jesus Christ. The chat's sitting here talking about, wow. It's in the sunken place. His neck is too long for his shirt. Yo, mean as fuck, chat. Goddamn, yo.
Make fun of someone's physical appearance. But
that man, if y'all had a chance to be in the GameStop commercial, y'all wouldn't want nobody critiquing y'all like that. Jesus Christ, y'all. The boy was trying, and I'm sure maybe he legit works at GameStop and was like, this is my shot. Y'all are so mean. Y'all crack it up over there. Y'all are so mean. This kid was like, this is my shot, mama. I done made it. I'm going to be a star. I'm going to get us out the hood. I'm just assuming he's from the hood. He looks like a really nice guy from like the suburbs. I'm just fucking around. But this shit right here, man, it's baffling why they put this out.
Hey guys, welcome to EB Games. Let me guess.
Call of Duty. Advanced Warfare. Xbox One.
Copy that.
Pick up.
Copy that.
This is such a fucking weird commercial. It's like the way it's shot and like those long pauses between talking.
He's not an actor. That's how you know he's not a paid actor. He loves GameStop that much, man.
Yeah.
That's how much he loves it. And people, we all, I'm sure we all had our moment with GameStop where we walked in, probably the first time, you're like, let me get this shit straight. I could give you old games, and I could get money for new games. This is, keep in mind, this is probably before we were even driving at this point. We're
Yeah.
like, wow, this is heaven. This is the greatest place on earth.
This is amazing.
Oh my God, I love this place. It's the best. Yeah. But then reality sets in. And of course, corporate pricing steps in as well, where you go and trade in a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, 5 games, 20 DSs, and they give you $5.
Yeah.
I think literally everyone in here has had that moment where you're like, I know I shouldn't hate people, but I feel like I should be able to choke you and no one would stop me. Mm-hmm. And no one would blame us.
Nope.
They'd be like, all right, he brought him that game that just came out last week and they offered him a nickel for it. So they're like, yeah, this GameStop employee deserves a choke. And those motherfuckers, okay, let me stop. GameStop, y'all do have some dope employees sometime. There's a few times I've gone in where they be like, yo, listen, we're not supposed to hook you up with this, but we got you. And it's like not that fake like car dealer shit where they're like, yeah, I'm throwing in the clear coat. Yeah. That's not that. It was like somebody was legit helping me out. They're like, I'm going to use my account to get it for you. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, y'all fucked up, chat. Somebody said, buddy in the GameStop commercial.
God damn it.
Oh, but y'all are mean as shit. There are some good people that have come out there and they work at GameStop and they're dope. But there are also, which seems to be about 80% of you fuckers that work at GameStop are assholes and pretentious assholes about things.
Yeah. I remember I went to GameStop one time and this dude was very, very aggressive about getting me to try to pre-order Bayonetta. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm not interested. I just kind of want to get this. And he's like, nah, man, you got to get this. You got to get this. So much so his manager was like kind of coming in and was like, you got to peel back a little bit.
Wait, did you have one of those weird Mass Effect conversations?
All right, what happened? To who? To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
It was a lot like that because he just had he was one of those dudes, and if you've been to a GameStop, you've probably encountered at least one employee like this where they just seem devoid of social grace, where you're like putting it out there in every way you possibly can. That's like, I'm not really interested in having this conversation. I'm like, the way I'm gesturing, I'm like, yeah, I just kind of want to, get rolling. And he just won't let me go. So I don't want to reserve that game.
No, man, it was funny. I had a friend that went in and reserved, and this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I reserved Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, and it was something else that was like ultra violent. I want to say like The Darkness 2.
Yeah.
And they were like, would you like to reserve Pikmin as well? He was like, really? Like, what kind of crazy ass person do you think I am?
Can I gut Pikmin in?
Can I kill the Pikmins? But yeah, it's weird. And yes, y'all are like, what the fuck is going on with that Mass Effect? That's literally how they get. I wish we could have played this today because that is literally like she says. I don't know if y'all heard it. She says my face hurts in this conversation. My face is
To whom?
tired.
And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
Y'all, that's from as far as I am in this game. As far as I know, she is not a robot. That's a human. That's a human. I swear to God, it's not an android that I know of just yet. That's a human. That's human acting in Mass Effect. But we're digressing. So we got our weird my face hurts lady. Or my face is tired, and we got Mr. Longneck. So now we can go back to GameStop. Like I said, I'm sure there's been times where GameStop has helped you out when you were a kid. Yeah. Not recently now because corporate pricing came in and all the other fun jazz. But GameStop is going through a little bit of some growing pains right now, a little bit of a struggle. Holiday season last year did not do them that great. There wasn't anything really massive that came out last year. There weren't any new systems unless you kind of want to count the PS4 Pro or whatever.
Yeah.
So all you literally had that came out near the end of last year was Call of Duty, which, of course, they expect to be their biggest seller. This is where we generate 75% of our revenue. We need money.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. And unfortunately, GameStop is going to be closing down 150 of their stores in this country. It's not going well for them. Well, it's not gaming and well. It's not going well for them right at the moment. They keep in mind this is literally a drop in the bucket. They have 7,500 stores, so they're not. This GameStop is not going out of business anytime soon. But they are trying to explain everything to their shareholders.
Yeah.
That hey, we lost 20% of our business that we should have had last year. Hardware sales went down 26%. Gaming sales were down 12%, and this just turned into a shit fest.
Yeah.
The shareholders are trying to sell this shit really quick. And GameStop is now turning around and blaming the gaming industry on their shortcomings.
Huh.
Yeah. They said, let me make sure I'm reading this right now. I don't want to paraphrase. You misquoted us. And then GameStop stops us from buying games from you, which we don't do anyway, you dumbasses. GameStop says, GameStop also blamed weak sales of certain AAA games for the drop in hardware sales. While none were named in Activision's call with investors in early February, the publisher acknowledged that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare had underperformed. GameStop had invested a lot of marketing into Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
So they lost a lot of money on that front as well. And the other issue is that they are losing money to people who are jumping into the game. Best Buy. I think Amazon's in it now, right?
Yes.
Amazon's doing it. GameFly, I think, is opening up there. You can trade in games now. And Target, I think, is starting to do it as well.
Yep.
So they're getting more competition. Now, y'all need to stop. I hate y'all, chat. I hate y'all so much.
Oh, God, man.
I might make that the thumbnail for the YouTube video. I might do that. But
Man, I'm starting to feel bad for this kid, man.
but I hope he's doesn't watch the internet.
What if he's a fan?
I hope he. If you are, email us. I want to talk about your neck and how it got to this point. But no, GameStop, they're blaming. Like I said, they're having it. They're saying the weak sale of the games. They're also blaming the other big box retailers, including Walmart, Best Buy, Toys R Us, Target, Amazon as well. Yeah. And they're just saying that people are no longer interested in going into brick and mortar stores anymore. They just want to get their stuff digitally. Mm-hmm. So. What they're trying to go at right now is saying, well, if we shut down these 150 stores, keep in mind they're being shut down in places to where it doesn't really matter. Is there like Alabama, Mississippi? Mm-hmm. Like I'm sorry for y'all in Alabama, Mississippi. If y'all, why aren't y'all? Are they buying games like that in Alabama and Mississippi?
I guess.
Like I feel like
I guess not.
I feel like there's bigger things to run from there, but I mean that's just me. But anyway, so yeah, they're blaming their people. And let me ask you this. Like I said, everybody in here has had their fair share of good GameStop experiences, as well as horrible GameStop experiences.
Yeah.
Do you think it's and this is for everybody, and this is definitely going on YouTube, you as well. Do you think it's the responsibility of gamers to support a company that pseudo supported us when we first got started in gaming?
No.
Not at all.
Not one iota.
Why?
Because it was their decision to get into this business in the first place, and you cannot blame your customers for not wanting to do business with your business. It's like simple as that. They need to change some shit. They need to change how they run their business.
What do you think they could do to help them? Keep in mind they are doing some changes, and
I'm sure they are.
I was going to read on in the USA Today article. Yeah. They actually have things where they've teamed up with. They've done things like Best Buy and Target, where they team up with cellular providers, so like AT&T, T-Mobile. So certain GameStop sell. They call them boutiques. Certain GameStop sell cell phones. Some sell plushies, other gaming paraphernalia. So other things like that. So they are trying to change their model.
Yeah.
But of course, the baseline is going to be video games. It's fucking GameStop.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I feel bad for them, and I shouldn't say that. This is a business. It's dollars and cents. There's no emotions in business. But I kind of feel bad for them because, like I said, they were there when nobody else was letting you trade in games, or there are times where there are some good people that work in GameStop.
Yeah.
So like
Absolutely.
it's kind of like half of me is like, yeah, y'all fucked up because we've, as gamers and as people, as adults now, when we started as kids, we've seen how you've gone from, I traded in a new game that's, there was $50 when I bought it new, and you gave me like 38 when I traded in. I was like, all right, that's cool. I can make up that $11.
Yeah,
but
that's
now
fair.
games are $60 and you give me a credit for like 26.
Yeah.
So it's, you kind of fucked yourself over on that. And I can understand why people were like, well, I'll just go through Amazon. I get a 20% discount just if the game's new.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I hear what you're saying, because I mean they were pioneers in this market, because they were the first ones to really do that. To kind of turn video games into a pawn shop industry. But at the same time...
Grace, hold on 1 second. Boy, if you don't get your feet off that couch... come on, be like, did you let that boy put his feet on? I'm like, I'm sorry. Well, go on, man.
Yeah. Because they were the first to do that. They were pioneers for sure. But that's not enough. You've got a piece of a pie and more people want that piece. You're going to have to change the way you do business. And I just have a hard time even thinking of another company that has pissed off its customers as much as GameStop has.
EA Games.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Ubisoft
But I mean,
sometimes.
like another brick and mortar specifically, though.
Oh, well, that's very true. I
Yeah.
can't think of a lot of I know a lot of brick and mortar spots that have pissed off their employees, but
Yeah.
not their customers.
Right.
Can y'all think of any specific ones that people like, I hate going to this place now because they did this to me? Yeah, they all became GameStop. You're right. All right, you can put your feet back up. You're right. Oh, wait. You worked at GameStop? Get your ass over
Yeah,
here.
come on up.
Sit down over here. I didn't even know. People, this is a shock to me. Boom.
Yeah.
We got one of the suppliers, the Nino Browns of GameStop over here.
I'm gonna try not to be too mad about it, but
You might.
Yeah.
all right, yeah. So
Drawn in.
There you go.
Make sure you get the mic.
But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going over.
okay, yeah. So I'm trying not to be too mad about it. There were some good things and some bad things, but the hardest part of the job by far was when they pretty much would send out like memos to be like, where all right, they're pretty much asking you to like screw over the customer. Where they're pretty much asking you to screw over the customer. So like you were saying, like there's some of those employees who like hook you up and stuff. Like, the person that I worked for was one of those people who's like really good. He'll hook you up. He'll find you as many deals as he possibly can. Within the system. So
Within
that
the law. He's not just stealing the game. There you go.
basically, yeah. But a lot of those employees don't last too long.
Okay.
Is
Is there a reason for that, or like is it just a
because-
soul crushing corporation?
Well, because they want you to hit numbers, man. It's all numbers. You got to hit the pre-orders, but they want you to hit like an astronomical number of pre-orders that's not realistic. And so when you have like, oh, I got 50 pre-orders on this, and it's like, yeah, but only 10 people pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So with what's happening now? Did you see this coming as a former GameStop employee?
Oh yeah.
Damn. What? So I was expecting that answer. But do you expect this to get any worse, or do you think like do you? Let me ask you this: in the next, let's say 10 years, do you expect GameStop to go the way of like Circuit City?
It's like Blockbuster it.
Yeah, just go like completely just die.
I mean, I think it's absolutely possible because the industry's changing, man. And, they're trying their best to try and keep up and change with it. Like, when digital sales started, they were, like, really trying to push and be like, oh, we sell the codes. You can still get your code here, and it, goes towards your points on your membership thing and stuff. But,
Right.
But it's just not enough. You know what I mean? It doesn't equal that convenience that people get when they, because the whole thing about digital games is if you're buying it digitally, it's because you don't feel like going out.
Very
You
true.
know what I mean? You'd have to really put some in there to entice them. But the industry's changing so much, and people are just getting tired of it, too. It's like, when you end up hitting, we've had 15 years of great comic book movies, but people start to see through that.
Right.
And it's kind of like that.
And a lot of DC movies just suck.
Right,
Let's
right.
not lie.
And at GameStop, it's the same thing, man. Like, people eventually start to see through it. And yeah, it's just they need to change and evolve. And I guess there's no way to really say this in a like an economical way, but you got to be more genuine. And
Yeah,
they just don't do that. You know what I mean? They're so aggressive in their sales tactics like that it's, you know, it's you got to really hit that sweet spot and like find a good employee who's gonna try and be genuine with people.
Okay.
But that's
That's far and few between.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
let me ask you this: if as someone who was working there, if you could pick one thing about them that you feel like they absolutely need to change how they do this, what do you think that thing would be in order to give them a more positive-looking future?
Ooh.
Look at the old Ted
it's-
Koppel
it's-
over here.
Yeah. No, it's easy for me to rag on them.
Yeah.
But it's harder to come up with that solution.
Right. Isn't it?
I think that the closest thing I can come to any kind of like suggestion would be, you know, we talk about them like as a brick and mortar store.
Yeah.
Which I feel like once you hit a certain level of like corporate structure, you kind of lose that.
Okay.
And that's what's happened with GameStop is that they became so corporate that it's like, you know, you have a decree set out and it's like, okay, now all these stores have to meet that. I think they just need to figure out a way to like get real feedback
Yeah.
from customers, because the feedback that they're getting now is like, how was your visit? Do you think this was, you know, on a scale of 10?
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, they need to get some real, honest, genuine feedback, but they're not going to get that until they're genuine in asking for it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
That's fair. And yeah, I'm first of all, I'm really happy that you worked for GameStop. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, comment. Some people in the chat were like, "Oh my God, exclusive!"
yeah.
This ain't no.
Yeah.
No, it's actually it's really good to get a viewpoint of somebody that was inside of the system.
Yeah.
That makes it sound you was in jail.
And-
it
well,
might have been the same
well,
way.
look, yeah, like don't get me wrong, there were some good things about it too. Like, you know, like I said, the manager I worked for, I lucked out. I had like a really good manager who was really genuine, and like so that was all the good stuff about the job. Like I loved being there. I loved working with him. It's when it came to like some of the corporate directives and stuff that like you see why they do some of what they do, because it is a business at the end of the day,
Right.
You know, and so that's where that conflict comes in. Is like you want to do right by the customers, but like you have to do right by the shareholders.
Okay, you're right.
And so that's like, for example, that's why I couldn't work there too long, because that's just not a mentality that I got. You know what I mean? I can't think like that. So
Did you work with your boy here? Your boy right here, man.
oh no.
This dude. he's like, I don't recognize that guy.
Hey everyone, we hope you liked the show. If you did, give us a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe to Double Toasted on YouTube. You can also find us on twitch.tv, the high score DT, all one word. Mr. Goodwin?
Or you can go over to doubletoasted.com and check out our full videos there. Or also go over to SoundCloud, link in the description. Or you can just sit here and watch us all day because we're going to stay here for like the next 3 minutes.
Ready, go.
You should have paused it earlier. Then it would have been 3 minutes. You messed this up.
What?